All right, so continuing on with the trend, with the journey, day 7. I'm not gonna waste much time. Let's just get straight into this. All right, so as disappointing as it already may sound, yet again, I didn't get the chance to take a photo today. I would normally blame myself, but I think I can get a little bit of slack for this. But it was because during work I was way too fucking busy to even take the opportunity. Granted, I think I did see some opportunities, but uh, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So we just have to use all reliable. So again, searching in my memory cards, I was able to find this photo of, well, I don't know. So the backstory of this photo was that we were at a store in Mexico. I don't even know what we were doing. I think getting a tree. And believe it or not, my sister pointed these birds here sitting. I just found it kind of funny. Now, since this was shot on a 30 millimeter, I wasn't able to quite zoom in because at the time when I went to Mexico, I didn't have a telephoto lens. So kind of like what we did last video, we're gonna crop this photo just a little bit. Hmm. Is that pretty good? I think so. Hmm. Yeah, I think we should be good with that. All right, so as usual, our normal lens correction, we've done that already off the bat because it can kind of be obvious from the photo and more obvious on the histogram. My goal with this photo, at least at the moment, would be to try to underexpose the background. And as far as making minor adjustments, maybe just to the colors, maybe I might try a masking technique with with the birds here, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But here, let's now with this. I'm trying to with this temperature. It's gonna be rather interesting. Okay, so that was the original photo. I'm debating if okay, maybe with this case, with this photo, it'd be a little bit better if we bring it more towards the blue side instead of the yellow side. Yeah, I think so. So we'll just leave it like that. As far as tint goes, let's leave tint for right now. Let's leave that alone. With as far as exposure for this one, because if I try to lower the exposure, it's the whole thing. And I'm already kind of dealing with the fact that portions of this photo, except if you're not including the sky, are already a little bit underexposed. So maybe that's something we're not gonna touch right now, at least. Okay, as far as contrast, I see that the subject in this case would be the birds are getting a little bit exposed, so that's something we would want. So let's leave it right there for now. Now, as far as highlights, let's see. Ooh, okay. Maybe this is what we would need, the highlights for the sky. Um, let's put it on par with contrast at the moment. Let's put it on par right now with contrast. As far as shadows, I personally wouldn't want to make the leaves and the birds more underexposed. Maybe just bring the shadows up just a little bit. just a little bit. The whites, that'd also be affecting the sky, so we'd probably put the whites also on par with the contrast and the highlights. Let's see. The blacks, just a slight increase, or if not, just leave it as it was. Maybe a slight decrease, just slightly. Okay. And as far as texture, let's zoom in here a little bit. As far as texture, let's zoom in here a little bit. Now, all right, now the fuck. Okay. Now that we can see a little bit, now let's see. I guess I would want to make this just a little bit sharper, just a little bit. I wouldn't want to go overkill as well. Clarity. We'd probably just barely increase it as well. As far as dehaze, I think there was a change with, I think it reset the clarity. I was just trying to fix that. We'll leave it like that. As far as vibrance, see, as far as, oh, wait a minute. Okay. Okay. What I was gonna say is, as far as the videos I've been making and the photos I've been editing, I really haven't been touching a lot of saturation, because at least from what I see, saturation tends to make the colors pop more than vibrance, at least. What we're gonna have to do is increase a little bit of both vibrance and saturation, so we can kind of get the whole picture, kind of bring it more to life in a way. Maybe as far as right now, just maybe raise up a little bit more of the clarity. Okay. Maybe we'll leave this for now. Well, I guess now that I'm here, as far as if we take apart, this is going to be a little bit off topic, but if we just take away the fact that I was busy on work, it was relatively a normal day for me. Again, when I said that there's going to be a lot of good photos coming around, is because there's this one particular place that I've been seeing. I just need to have the right timing and the right opportunity to maybe get some nice photos there, but when will that take place? It's debatable, especially if how things are, with how things may turn out with my work schedule. That might have to be postponed, unfortunately, but I'll still try to think of something. Now, in the meantime, I'm just trying to see, what do I see different. I guess the portion of the leaves here. Let's just decrease just barely the green. What if we go to saturation and do the same thing? We'll just leave this one good. Now, let's go to yellow. Okay, I don't see nothing, or as far as I can see now. Let's do with what I was talking about with the sky. Okay. Hmm. It's gonna be rather interesting how this is gonna take place. Oh shit. Oh, I went too far. Okay. What if we were to decrease a little bit of the contrast? It just barely affects it, so we'll just leave it roughly around there. Okay, I'm seeing a little bit of a problem here. So the problem is, since this was originally shot as, I guess you would call it, a wide angle shot, especially since it was on a 30 millimeter, well, for my camera at least, would be equivalent roughly between 56 millimeters on a full frame equivalent, roughly. So the fact that there's the overexposed portion, you get these weird effects. You get these weird effects. Oh gosh, okay. And then more on the fact that I cropped into the photo. Okay, well, we're probably gonna have to do something about that. As unfortunate as it may be, I think the photo just has to be overexposed. It's just gonna have to be that, because there's no way I can change it, because we're gonna get these weird effects. See, we're gonna get this. Oh gosh, that's unfortunate. But I guess that's what I deserve for not getting a telephoto lens beforehand. Okay, let's just put that back. So I guess no matter what changes I do, we're gonna have portions of the photo with this. I don't even know what. I guess since it was overexposed, and since I've cropped into the photo, I don't know if substantially, but since I've cropped into the photo, maybe it might be too zoomed in. I don't know, because I've never seen this before. I've never seen that. If quite honestly, that's all around the whole photo. Well, now that I see this, oh, that's gonna be very unfortunate. Let's see. Well, I guess fuck it in a way. If we can't do anything about it, I really shouldn't stress over it. Or more like, I'm sure there's a way to remove this, and the answer is probably Photoshop, but it's been years since I've used Photoshop. Who knows, maybe that might be something I do in the future, but not for this video, sadly. Okay, so I tried doing different things. I tried adding in some vignetting with this, but that's just not gonna work. I've even tried adjusting the temperature again. That's not gonna work. Uh, let's see here. Well, at least the good thing I can say, if we forget about the problems that we were having here with with portions of the photo, What I can say is I at least did like, or I at least like how I guess the color grading came out. Even if it was just a slight change. When I mean slight, I mean just making the greens pop out more. Again, very minor, but I mean, it is what it is. So I don't want to call it quits now, at least. No, I was even thinking about cropping it, but I don't think so. Let's see. Anything else I can possibly add or change at this point? Oh yeah, that's a better look on how it was, kind of dull, no life whatsoever, and then I'd say it's something. It's something. I like it. Again, I guess what I have to what I have to point out every single time I make these videos, because it kind of sounds like, because as I'm editing them, as I'm going back, it really kind of sounds like at the end of the day, I don't like how the photo came out. Don't get me wrong, I like how all the photos came out. It's just that as I'm still trying to learn Lightroom and learn a different type of tools or effects or techniques, I always say to myself, is there something more I could have done, or is there something more I could have added? But as far as this photo goes, I can't really complain with that. I really can't complain. Now, maybe as unfortunate as it may be, I think this is where we call it quits, at least for this photo. I want to point out that, again, I try my best with every single photo. I work with I work with what I know, right? If I don't know a lot, then chances are not much will change. And even then, if I know a lot, it's kind of like what I've said last video. It's not really about making the photos a completely different edit than how it was originally taken. It's just making some minor adjustments, minor tweaks, minor changes to kind of make your photo better than how it was shot, right? Again, minor tweaks that we've done here. But did I like it? Obviously. And of course, even if it's just, again, some simple sliders, just moving them here and there, at the end of the day, I can't complain with the photos I've done. I mean, as far as the videos I've posted and the photos I've posted throughout this video recording journey, I guess, I mean, I'm happy with it. I can't complain more, right? But that's also kind of the good thing about it, because I tend to look back at those videos and I always see, even now, even if we're just day 6, I think, if I'm correct, oh gosh, yes, if I'm correct, day 6, even though we're just 6 days in, I'm already seeing myself going back and seeing how I used to edit these photos. Even though not much has really changed from day 1, it's something. So again, like I said, I can't really complain. If it was minor, if it was not meant to be a long video, it's fine. So as far as, like I've said, for me, as far as the editing process, it's gonna go by smoothly, because Back then when I used to make the 30-40 minute long videos, it used to be a pain in the ass. Trying to render them, wait for them to especially render and upload, it was a nightmare. So maybe these short videos that I'm doing, maybe, who knows, maybe I like doing this, but it's not that I want to do these short videos, because again, the whole point of these videos are kind of, I guess what you call it, behind the scenes. Like, what's the thought process I have while I'm editing these photos? You know, what's my mindset? What's my end goal that I'm trying to accomplish with this photo? That's really what these videos are for. So it's not because, oh, I want to make a 30-minute or a 40-minute long video. If it's that case, well, it's because probably I wanted to make more changes than, you know, compared to the 20 to 25-minute long videos. I guess that's just my personal take on it. Anyways, that's sadly it. That's sadly it, but you know, I'm still gonna make more videos. This isn't going anywhere, but that's what we got. Anyways, that's all what I got for today. I'll see you guys next video.